Headlock now. He was mad earlier when I got him, but he learned that if he lifts his head up, I'm going to escape. So he drives his head down, and he's keeping that head nice and close, and he's whispering in my ear about how my headlock escape doesn't work anymore. My position is exactly the same. Elbows in, everything's looking at the floor, chin's tucked. I can't push his head up. So I'm going to go after this back leg. So my back leg is going to scoop up and hook his back leg. My free leg now is going to push us forward. Both of our heads are going to go forward so that we can come up here. Matthew doesn't want to roll. He's trying to hold his position. So my outside hand now is going to grab his wrist and hold it to my chest. I'm going to take my shoulder, put it into his shoulder to open this up. And then I'm going to take my head out and have a discussion with Matthew about my headlock. It's hard to practice. I've got to have a little mobility in my shoulder because I need to stay here while you go over there, and it's hard. So in order for me to learn how to do it, you've got to kind of pretend a little bit. But if your shoulder's getting sore, just call it out. You know, if your shoulder has no mobility back there, like I said, you can only practice so much. The guy that can practice it, I'm going to start working on this. Where'd Mary go? Stay, man. Grab Mary. So Mary's tucking her chin's hips to the floor. She hooks. She uses her free leg to jump forward. As she jumps forward, her bottom hand has got to come out. Base. Now, nothing Matthew can do will force her back again. Once that comes out and plants, we got a solid position. Now she restabilizes herself, takes her right hand, grabs the wrist, and pulls it to her chest. Reset. Okay, slow down. You know I'm sorry. Jump the back, scoop, up on your knees. Now, grab his wrist, pull him on your chest. Her free hand is going to straighten out, and she's going to turn the back of her hand over so she can put all of her weight on her shoulder. And then she's just going to open her hips like she's looking at the ceiling. Keep that hand locked on the chest while she's doing it. If Matthew taps, he taps. But now look, go ahead and let go of his arm, Mary. Keep your whole body in the same position. And now put your hand back on your chest as if you had his hand. And now turn your hips. She can't turn but that much more. So she's not ripping Matthew's arm out of socket and hitting him over the back of the head with it. Not in this position. She can tear, she can injure, she can hurt, and she can open the grip. Once the grip is open, I get my head out. Before I do anything else, I need to get my head free. So if I get here and he's tapping, it's because he's as far as he can go. Like I said, I can only go a couple more inches, so I could do some damage, but nothing completely destructive. So don't think that, oh, I win the fight now, because there's nothing about winning the fight here. This is, I'm out of this headlock, and now I'm on the back with your wrist, you're facing towards the floor, your hips are tweaked, and now I can consider where I want to go next. So one more time so we can see that top hand again. If I put my hand on the floor, I can't push my shoulder. So I got to turn the shoulder. So she hooks the leg, she drives, she comes up to the top, she stabilizes. From here, she grabs the wrist, pulls it into her chest, takes this hand and puts it in between the two heads. Turns the palm up and drives her shoulder down. Opens her hips. That arm opens, she pulls her head out. So even if your partner taps, release the pressure, take your head out, and then stop. Don't stop with your head still stuck in there. But don't tweak them anymore either. They tap. So if they tap, take the pressure off, take your head out, and then relax. Get used to getting your head out of there. Slow. Slow. Don't pull that shoulder back too far. Let's try that. Thank you.